And here we are at the entryway to the Foster White Gallery on 3rd Avenue. There's a nice piece in the entryway here. This is by Evan Blackwell, The Reverse of a Frame Mirror. Okay. And then also in the corner here, a very nice piece of freeform sculpture. Let's see, this is by Will Robinson. Name is Tai Chi. And this is granite. Well, that's a very nice piece, carved piece of granite. You also have the stone base there. And looks like about, with the base 9 feet high, 8 feet high. And now let's see if we can enter into the gallery here. Paintings by Chase Langford, oil on panel. Oh, quite a few here by Chase Langford. Oh, let's see, there's another. That's quite a nice piece. Irregular shapes, almost constructivist in painting technique, and but very strong forms, very interesting coloration. And another piece in granite here. Let's see, the name of this is Turning Point by Will Robinson. Turning Point. It's very nice, in granite. And continuing along, more Chase Langford paintings. Very unusual forms. Almost like abstracted landscapes with some natural forms. I see perhaps a leaf, perhaps some water, a small splash of water. And a vertical piece here on the wall, also by Chase Langford, and 2 sculptural pieces on stands. We'll zoom in here. Claire Belfridge, Open Work, hand-blown glass. That's quite nice. I'll try and get in a little close so you can see the variations. I don't know if that's etching. I presume that's etching on the glass there. can see it's oval in shape, or disc in shape, I should say. And then the second piece, a darker glass, also called Open Work, and this is number 1313 by Claire Belridge. Very interesting looking piece, very nicely etched. Beautiful coloration against the black glass. And we'll take a spin around the back, and it's also etched on the back. Also disc in shaped. Hand-blown glass. And moving along into the gallery, the Foster White Gallery. More pieces by Chase Langford. This more brightly colored, more oranges, some turquoise. This with an interesting, almost crevasse shape in the center. Very suggestive of a landscape, although also very abstracted. Is a larger piece with a lot of white on background. And this more in the gray, blue tones. And the name of the show is Chase Langford Calcadia. Coming around the bend here, Carlos Don Juan. La Zoe is the name of this canvas. Kind of surrealist in a south of the border way. Looks like a young girl, and she seems to have a painted mask with also the shapes of the pyramids around her. Wonderfully surrealist. Another piece by Carlos Don Juan, Dollface. Also very surrealist, on parts almost cubist. Very suggestive, dreamlike, one might say. And then panning around, this piece by Erin Armstrong, Alchemy to Keep. And we'll pan back here. It's quite a striking image. Wonderful colors, the blue on the face, suggestive of water, a pool, a river. Very organic shapes, wonderful lips in yellow, wonderful color tones. but also a bit surreal and strange. And moving along, we have another Aaron Armstrong. Saturated, they broke. Also a large canvas. A woman apparently with a hand over her head. Not sure what the emotion is. And moving right along here. Alison Collins, Leaving Barcelona. With the canvas, the painting being very textured, lots of texture. I'll zoom in a bit so you can perhaps see some of the paint textures. Leaving Barcelona. And another painting by Alison Collins. Coming back. Very strongly landscaped, but the layers and again much texture. And moving in this alcove here, we have looks like another granite piece. By Will Robinson. Undulating obelisk. Very nice. Undulating obelisk. And that's exactly what the surfaces are. They're rippled and undulating, with some of the bare stone apparent, and but also on a wonderful stone stand, which seems to be a continuation of the sculpture in some respects. Very, very nicely done. Undulating obelisk. And here we have Andre Peterson. Name of this is Okavango. Okavango. With a cavalcade of zebra. And here we have another large piece by Andre Patterson titled "This is Coop." And I'll zoom in so that you can see some of the bird forms. And in the center, kind of a vertical sculpture, photographic sculpture of old typewriters, with the crows apparently flocking around them, titled "This is Coop." And moving along here, we have quite a wonderful sculpture here. Looks like perhaps a crow. Let's see. Tony Angel. The Conversation. The Conversation, 2017. This is bronze and stone. Quite a wonderful piece. And moving along, we have quite a large canvas here. Casey McGlynn, Flight of the Rainbow Bird, 2018. Quite a large canvas, impressionistic or symbolist, and quite nicely done. Bright, vibrant paints, I see an elephant, see a boat here with men rowing, figures rowing, and perhaps a giant butterfly or bird, and a human figure holding up the elephant there. But quite imaginatively painted. And I see another piece by the same painter, no doubt. Casey McGlynn, yes. Flight of the Space Shuttle 2018. Mixed media on canvas. I'll pan along a bit and then pull back so that you can see this flight of the Space Shuttle. Wonderful primitivist in conception, with a wonderful bird on the left, giant bird almost opposing the Space Shuttle, and obviously the forms of houses, and there's a head figure in the upper right, looks like a male figure, some other figures, and look quite brightly painted and very imaginative. And another stone, glass piece over here, blown glass, a swirling by Claire Belfridge. In Deep is the name of this piece. Beautifully colored. And it appears that there is a hollow point in the top as a vase shape. And I'll walk over to the opposing wall here. This is Robert Marchalt. Title of this is Saltito. Wonderfully painted little image of a tree. There's another one, Acadia, also by Robert Marchalt. Beautiful canvas, very nicely colored. Parts of the canvas with lots of brush stroke, but the tree very realistically painted. And another piece by the same artist here. And we'll head around the corner here. It's quite a nice gallery, a large gallery with lots of beautiful white walls and high ceilings. Beautiful sculpture here. Ribbon-like sculpture with some incising on the sides. Beautiful bent wood, it looks like. Perhaps a cedar. I'll give you another perspective on it. With the base, it's about 6.5 feet high and quite a pleasing form. Or perhaps it's a pine. I see the knots in it, but anyway, a very nice natural finish wood. And here are two more wonderful pieces on the wall of bird forms. Again, almost surrealistic, minimalist. These are by Mark Radisky. Umbra 2 and Umbra 5. Mixed media on panel. Very nice, suggesting of perhaps doves or I would say they're doves more than gulls, but with a central figure. Could be a fountain, but it seems very, they seem to be flying around the surface. The dark surface seems very water-like, very ephemeral, but for any fans of birds, these are wonderfully uplifting panels, mixed media. And then heading to the far wall here. We have some smaller panels. Spring Contour by Cameron Ann Mason. And it says textile. Wonderful textile art. You would almost think that they were painted on canvas, just paintings on canvas, but they all say textile. Wasted corners. And some small frame pieces. Eva Isaacson. Collage on paper. Very nicely done little collages. And more by Eva Isaacson. Mixed media on panels. And some more by Eva Isaacson. Collage on panels. On canvas, excuse me. Collage on canvas. I'll zoom in so you can see some of them. And then moving along here, we have two more sculptural pieces by Cameron Ann Mason. Squim is the name of this one, and it says textile. That's amazing. I don't think I've seen a textile sculpture. How wonderful that is. The name of that is Squim. Squim is a town up on the Olympic Peninsula. Heading out into the Sound. And another piece, textile. This is named Ozette, also by Cameron Ann Mason. Beautiful textile sculpture. And we'll walk around the back of the textile sculptures as the first. They look, the pieces look sewn together, stitched together. Very nicely done. As you can see, it's a big, very open space gallery, very pleasing to walk through, with obviously in the past an industrial space, a beautiful stone wall here with an archway that's been filled in of brick behind the wood sculpture, but a beautiful gallery. And now we're taking our leave of the Foster White Gallery. Certainly one of the nicest galleries in downtown Seattle, no doubt. Foster White Gallery and Beau Gis Gallery.